glasses are.
Hey, what's up? I'm Roller Coaster Rider. Subscribe to me and I'll subscribe back.
Yay! Hi, I'm Kay.
And if you couldn't tell, and wow, there's some flare.
Glare.
Glare, yeah.
Wrong way. Try the other
It's
way.
not the easiest thing to do
There you
backwards.
go. That worked.
Okay,
There's glare in front of me too, but that's okay.
do you want me to turn off the
No.
light?
No.
Anyway,
we'll
we
get through
went
it.
to Houston, Galveston, Kemah, Spring area around Texas.
Memorial Day weekend.
We're sorry we're getting this up late, but hey, uh, I work at I work at a job 7 days a week, and you work at a job 5 days a week, and you're transitioning into a new job, so stuff happened.
Yep.
Now I know why you wanted the chair. You just wanted Coaster Kitty to be in the video.
Well, she's not yet, but okay.
Okay, so
we left.
we left Midway,
Yeah, about
your
8
favorite
p.m.
airport,
Oh my God,
your
traffic.
favorite airport in Illinois besides all the other ones.
Right. Traffic was horrendous. What should have taken about an hour and a half, I think, took almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't remember I don't remember where you ate. I ate at some hot dog place at Midway Airport. I got a chili dog and fries. However, Roller Coaster Rider is smarter than your average.
Hot dog eater?
He's smarter than your average Amy Schumer.
Oh, jeez. God. Yuck.
So,
Yucky, yuck, yuck.
and you haven't even seen her stand up.
Oh.
So instead, I decided to order chili on the side. That way, essentially, I would have gotten a hot dog, fries, and chili. So I would have gotten a meal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think we also got Pepsi.
Yeah. Was
But-
it Pepsi or water?
But it
or
was
something?
weird because the sodas that were available were warm, so they had to go into the back to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what did you get?
I think I might have got
Pita chips and stuff?
snack, something. Peanut snack, something. Chips, yeah. I got it just from the store.
Anyway, so then we flew on Southwest the first time in quite a while, I think.
Mm-hmm. Quite a while.
They're not bad. They're fine.
No. Going, actually, the seats, both sold out flights. I mean, we really thought, oh, maybe we're going to luck out. Nah, we didn't.
Yeah, we're flying at 6 a.m. We're flying at 6 a.m. on a Monday. Who's going to be in the plane?
Everybody.
Everyone from Houston, apparently.
Everybody going back to Midway.
Along the way, did I get goldfish? Goldfish or pretzels?
I don't remember. I think on the way back we got 2 snacks, or was it going we get 2 snacks?
On the way back, I remember getting like those Ritz cheese crackers.
Oh, yes. Peanut butter filled or cheese filled.
They were cheese filled, I think.
Okay.
But
I think you
we
got
cannot
mine.
forget the unique thing that I found out that I don't know if all planes are doing, but at least Southwest is doing. Hot cocoa! So anyway, then we get the rental car. After dealing with the
Oh my God.
after dealing with the incredible frostbite that is Houston in general.
Humidity, heat. We waited, what, 45 minutes in line.
JJ would have hated Houston.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And it is kind of funny. I was talking to some people about theme parks, and I think I was talking about Joyland and Wonderland, and they were like saying, "I've never been to."
Joyland was in Japan, wasn't it?
No.
Oh.
There's a Joyland in Texas.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's in Lubbock,
there-
I believe.
But wasn't there one in Japan?
Joyopolis.
Joyopolis. Okay. That's where I won that two
Mhm.
things.
Anyway, so I remember her describing the coaster, and I was like, is it this one or this one or this one? And she was like, no, It was this one. And I'm like, that's what I told you. And she was like, oh, I guess I didn't remember the name or something. And I was also telling her why I hate the Houston Texans,
Why?
the Reliance Stadium.
Oh, whatever.
No, not whatever.
No, Justin, we don't need to bring it up right now. Okay.
Shame on you, Reliance Stadium.
So
Anyway,
we finally get to the hotel. It was what, after 1?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I had to help get Kay into her bed because the beds were really
The
tall.
mattress came up to my chest, the height of the bed.
And I know what you're saying. Well, why didn't she just use a stool? Well, she did, and it still didn't help.
My back was so tight and so uncomfortable. It was very painful. Very painful.
So anyway, I did help get her into bed. Don't worry, people. I put ice. I got her ice for her back. So
yep, he took care of me.
She probably cried, and I want to assume it was, and I want to believe it was tears of joy. So that's when, the next morning I said like, hey, at this room, like, lower the bed. Which they did. They lowered it to like the height of her knees. Like she would then be able to get in much easier.
Yes.
Which I feel they kind of raised my bed because after a while I was like, ugh.
Well, the thing is you helped me get into bed, and if I had to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I would have been stuck. How do I get back into bed?
Wake me?
No, I wouldn't want to do that. But anyway.
Your snoring wakes me. I'm
yes.
assuming
your snoring wakes me.
I'm assuming
we both snore.
I'm assuming your tears of crying and pain would also wake me.
Our cats even snore.
Yeah. So anyway, then the next day, we went to we went to 4 attractions, but we only did stuff at 3 of them. First of all, we went to Schlitterbahn Galveston, which it might have just been because it was Memorial Day, but that place was packed.
A lot of walking.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of walking. Put on suntan lotion, and we still burned. You burnt like a lobster.
I didn't put on suntan lotion. That was the problem.
Well, I tried to put it on you.
It was... Things happened.
But they didn't have all the drink stalls. We got all-you-can-drink cup.
They didn't open all of them, and...
So you had to go all the way back out by the lockers just to get lemonade, soda, water, whatever.
And also the what is that called? The I want to say Infinity Racers. It's probably not that. But the new slides weren't open, which...
But the new ride was open. That one ride?
Massif? That was from a few years ago.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Not the new one. I said the new ones weren't open. And,
But there was enough to do.
Unlike a previous Schlitterbahn we went to, also around Memorial Day, where the hot tubs weren't that hot.
Woo!
Kay is not the biggest slide person, so she mainly did the hot tubs, the lagoon pools.
Twice.
And lazy rivers.
Oh my god, that water was so hot.
Well, you did a lazy river wave pool.
Well,
the waves.
It was tame.
I thought you said you did that.
Yes, it was tame in the morning.
Yeah.
And then after a certain time.
Yeah, and when I went around it, I was like, well, this is kind of boring.
I thought it was fine.
Well, the first time I thought it was boring. But then the second time I was like, whoa!
Yeah, I mean, I could not touch the ground.
I couldn't touch the ground.
So those waves had to be like, what, 8 feet, 9 feet? Yeah.
America!
And you had to hang on. I mean, they were like jetting. And the thing of it is you could hear when they were coming, and you were just gently coming down from the waves, and then all of a sudden, it was like they hit the walls, and boom! You were like, woo! That was enough of that for me.
Some of the stuff that I did...
Oh, you also did the...
Because I did a few more things
the rapids.
Yeah.
So the lazy river...
I don't remember what it's called.
The lazy river
has this section where you go up a
Two
lift.
sections besides the one.
No, the one that I'm talking about is one where you go up a lift, and that's when you just go on a cascading Rocky Mountain river ride back to ground level.
Yeah, and I didn't do that because of my back.
That one was a lot of fun, and so was the. Well, I didn't like climbing up, but Massive, which is like, I don't know, like 100 and, I don't even know.
110? 106?
I thought it said it was taller than um Verrucht.
Farouk was like 1,000, wasn't it?
No, it was not 1,000 feet above the ground.
100?
It was like 167. So, wonder if this was, maybe this was shorter, but I remember them saying like it was tallest.
Well, it was a water coaster.
Yeah.
Farouk wasn't a water coaster.
Yeah, it was.
No, Farouk did not go around. You just went plummeting.
Yeah, but then there was the hill.
Yeah, that.
Using Master Blaster technology. Let's not go into that because
Yes.
I don't want this video blocked on certain Facebook channels.
Okay. So anyway,
Monetization.
I did the hot tub. I did the lazy river a couple times. I did this smaller wave pool, smaller than
Did
Great
it even have
America's.
waves?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
But I was like kind of staying close because we put most of our stuff in the locker, but we did take some stuff with us. So, and there, oh my gosh. Okay, you could walk around fine, but when you had to take the wooden bridge to go to the lockers or to go to the bathroom or get drinks, man, did that burn your bottom of your feet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, was that hot. And I think it was only like white or light brown, but oh boy, that was hot. That was scorching hot.
This water park does not really feel like a Schlitterbahn.
It feels like just a Wet and Wild water park.
Yeah, and now that Cedar Fair's taken over it, I don't really have many ideas. I just want them to add a family tipping bucket play area because,
I thought they did have one.
well, they had a bunch for kids,
Well, that's fine.
but they need one for, people like you and me with like this giant 500-gallon or 1,000-gallon bucket and like a bunch of smaller slides and like Skull Island.
Yeah. But you did, I think you did everything there, didn't you?
I did a lot of the stuff. I did the Dragon Blaster, which one reason why this doesn't exactly feel like a Schlitterbahn in my mind is that there's no ground level Master Blaster. You have to climb up steps. And what's weird is that for the Dragon Blaster, the place where you pick up the tubes is like, okay, I'm going to describe this to Kay, and
See if I
the rest of
understand.
you just have to go somewhere else, I guess, to
You
find it
probably
out.
will understand.
Okay, it would be like getting in line for Whizzer, but in order to ride Whizzer, you have to go to Viper.
Oh. Okay.
So you have to go to Viper. So if you want to ride Whizzer, you have to go by Viper to go back to Whizzer. That's where the tubes were. They were pretty far away. And they didn't say where the tubes were.
Until you ask.
Well, yeah, you had to ask a few people.
A lot of people brought picnic lunches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I moved. I grabbed one table in the shade, and then I moved because a family of two families. I was like in the middle of them, and then so I moved, and then they took that table too. So they took 3 tables. So I moved a couple times to just give them space.
I also did one of the tube slides. I don't remember what it was called. I did one of the raft rides. I think that one might have been called Wolfpack or something. Although it's weird, like it's one of those rides where you can't ride by yourself, but there's no single rider line. So I got up and then I had to wait for about 10-15 minutes for a group of 1 or 2 people.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's not fun.
Yeah. Um.
But I think overall we had a good day.
I do love. One of the one of I'm a fan of puns. If you couldn't guess, people. And one of my favorite puns was that there was the speed slide. And the name of it was Faust and Furious.
Instead of fast.
Yeah,
Faust. Foust.
Faust.
Oh,
Faust, Faust and Furious.
German.
Mm-hmm. Um.
Schlitterbaums are German heritage, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I think overall, though, we had
I
a
think
pretty
the
good
park
day
could
once
use.
once we cooled down in the water.
I think the park could use like some more high capacity slides.
More
Like
drink
maybe,
stations
yeah, like maybe a Pro Slide Tornado or Behemoth Bowl. I'm sure Ranger could come up
because
with 50 slide options.
not every area had a drink station
Oh yeah, and maybe they should also offer non-alcoholic soda or water
at the
in the hot
hot.
tub.
Yeah, they only offered alcoholic
Because
beverages.
if you
Well, it
ever
was split. Half of it could be minors, and the other half could only be adults. And it was funny, once you got in all the way, it probably took me probably 5 minutes or so to get in all the way.
because it was so warm.
Hot, not warm. It was smoldering hot. And then you watch people that were like, oh, let's go in the hot tub. And they put one foot in and they're like, oh, let's get out.
That might have been just me.
No, there were a lot of them. But on the kids' side or the minor side,
Yeah.
they had a cooler um, water coming down from like an
Oh
umbrella
yeah.
tree like.
That was one of the like 5 or 6 kids areas probably.
Yeah, but in the hot tub? No. Yeah.
No, that was in a separate area, you said.
It was in the split. It was all one big pool. One half
I'm pretty sure it
was.
was on the other side of the pathway.
No,
I'm pretty sure it was.
no, there was a couple. There was.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, it was cooler water. So, anyway.
So anyway, we left that place around maybe 4. I would also say maybe they need a parking garage. Oh, by the way, there's another water park in the Houston area that needs a parking garage, and we'll get to that. Would you agree?
Yeah, I don't think they expect that many people to go to it, but
Well, they need a parking garage. So anyway, after that, then we decided to go to Moody Gardens because I had heard about the In the Loop podcast did a survey of like what 2015 attraction are you most looking forward to, and 3 votes went to SpongeBob Subpants at Moody Gardens, a 4D attraction where you get to smell pickles.
yep.
And I was thinking, well, Moody Gardens isn't that far away.
Nope.
You can easily see it from Schlitterbahn because it's this gigantic pyramid. It's like the Luxor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not as tall, but it's noticeable. And we would have done it, except there was like a 40-minute wait for an hour show.
Right. Because it was sold out.
Well, yeah, but it was like an
And
hour.
it had already
Yeah.
started.
And
So.
apparently it has like audience interaction and stuff. And I was thinking, I'm kind of tired and I have to ride a coaster and I'm kind of hungry. Let's go. So instead we went to Galveston. We went to the Ripley's, right? First.
The Rainforest Cafe.
We went to the
Wasn't it
River Ripley's River Adventure Ride, something like that. Um I did film a video on it, but for some reason the transfer just didn't work out. If you saw the Q Line video, it was like that. But the ride is like 13 minutes long. It is so long. And it has a lot of hilarious funny moments like I can't even remember. There were so many. It was like Our poachers don't spot leopards. Or no, our poachers don't spot tigers. Tigers have stripes.
Okay.
Or no, it's like
Leopards
no,
have
no, no, no. It
stripes.
was tigers have not been spotted. They have stripes.
Right. Leopards have
So it was
spots.
like it was a lot of puns like that in the queue line, which was pretty funny. Um, I did now. Nobody get upset. I asked before, do they allow filming on the ride, and they said yes. And the people selling the tickets said yes, and the people that were setting off the ride, that were ride operators, they also said yes.
Was that
So
like the water ride you went on? No.
what do you mean, the water ride at indoors?
No.
It was
I don't
kind of,
really remember that one.
well, you were in the parking lot.
Okay.
It was mainly it was kind of like Jungle Cruise in Roaring Rapids style boats,
Okay.
except it didn't have a spieler. There were some pretty cool animatronics. There were some pretty cool effects. I like it much better than Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride, and it costs less than Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride 2, which is hilarious. Um, then after that, then we drove about what, a mile to Galveston Island Pier.
When did we do the Rainforest Cafe?
The Rainforest River ride that I just said.
Oh, because I said that was Rainforest Cafe,
But I
which
think it
does
said
not
Ripley's
have
on it.
does not have enough parking because the
Yes.
parking belongs also to a hotel
Mm-hmm.
and to a dinner club. There's not enough parking.
But man,
Oof.
that air conditioning inside that building was very
Yeah, it
nice.
felt wonderful.
Um, all of these attractions I recommend doing if you're in the Houston, Galveston, Kemah, Spring, um, insert Rangers multi-billion-dollar ranch here. If you visit the area, definitely check out those. Um,
Well, then you did the
Galveston Island Pier.
yes.
I believe I took a bunch of photos and I filmed a slideshow to it. It was pretty funny, or it was pretty good. Like they have a lot of unique named rides. Um, the coaster is the Iron Shark. I think the oh, and of course I had to take pictures of their other coaster, the Larson Loop.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And I dropped you off, and then I had to find parking.
At this like bar place.
Well, all the parking along the the boardwalk or the whatever you want to call it, the beach, whatever, the street level before the beach, that was all taken. And there were cars lined up waiting for people to leave so they could get in. So I'm like, okay, here I'll go into this parking lot. Okay. Well, you have to get a ticket, you have to pay when you leave. I was in a spot, the only spot I could find, and I was scared to death because a pickup truck was parked crooked right next to me. When they came out, I backed up so they could get out, and then there were cars waiting to get in there, and I'm like, I'm getting that spot. So then I pulled in where the pickup truck was. Oh my God.
something kind of funny about
People in Houston do not know how to park.
Something kind of funny about Galveston Island Pier, nothing against the park, but against their, I guess, operations, is that no, you'll understand, is that there's a ticket booth, and I stood in front of one of the open ticket booths, or one of the open ticket things, because the thing was open,
Hmm.
and after like 5 minutes, a lady said, "I can help you over here."
Okay.
So why was that window open then? Anyway, I rode the
Maybe
iron.
she was having to close down her cash register or something happened.
Anyway, I rode the Iron Shark. It only had one car though, so it took a couple of laps. It has an extremely long. It has an extremely long queue line, but the wait wasn't that bad. And it was kind of and it was and that's all I really needed to do. So afterwards, and I found this kind of funny. I asked if there was an employee. I got out of the park. I asked if there was an employee that had any scissors. There was a lady who said I do, that worked at the park, and I said, "Can you cut my wristband?" And she was like, "You don't want to go back in?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "Okay." Um.
So then we
So
were hopefully heading back to the hotel
yeah, the hour drive.
to first get dinner before we went.
Let's give them a shout out here.
Oh my God, Papa's Barbecue, wasn't that it?
I guess.
Oh my God. Their brisket is beyond tender. Oh, wow. Phenomenal.
Let me just move it there. Better.
Phenomenal. We,
Mm-hmm.
we actually had it twice for dinner. We were so hot, so hungry. Yeah, I think we ordered the meal deal, whatever. I think it would feed three.
It was like $40 or something.
It could feed three, but it was more than enough just for two.
Mm-hmm. And one thing that I thought was kind of funny is that you are not a fan of like going to hotel rooms or going on vacation at hotel rooms because I like to have it extremely cold in the room. And when we got in the room, we were sweating and we were like tired, and then we go into the room and we're like, ah.
Yeah.
It was like it was nice and freezing
It was
cold.
like 100 outside with humidity, and the room I think was at what, 67, 68?
I think I might have had it at 62.
It was quite cold, but
And they did lower your bed.
yes,
How was the second night sleeping?
better,
Okay.
better.
Then the next day, this would be Sunday. Uh, we wanted, I want, we wanted to do a
Kennedy Space Center.
Kennedy Space Center, Houston Space Center, Texas Space Center, Time Traveling Space Center, Neil Armstrong Space Center, whatever it's called. Astronaut Howard Fruit Loops Wolowitz
I wanted
Space Center,
to
whatever
do
it's
it.
called.
I wanted to do it, but my back was in such bad shape.
Hmm.
The car, never again will I get a compact car or an economy car. Never again. Midsize, yeah.
You can get a
Oh
smart
my
car.
gosh.
You can get a smart car
Ugh, no, that's way too small.
or a motorcycle.
So from the airplane not being able to really recline, from the car rental,
You were
from
even
the bed.
you were in pain before. You were in
Yeah.
pain before we even drove.
Yeah.
So anyway, we went to Kima Boardwalk first. In the nice, cool Houston Sunday of what 175 degrees,
Yeah, there was
give or
shade.
take.
There was shade walking to the boardwalk, but not much shade in the boardwalk.
Well, it is a boardwalk.
Yeah.
Um,
People all over the place for that weekend, trying to get close to the water.
the coaster could use lots of retracking. It is not the smoothest roller coaster on the
Oh,
planet.
excuse me.
I was thinking that I was going to have my hands up the entire ride. Around the turn under the first, with the first drop kind of curving. I started holding on, and I did say a joke. I had to say it a few times because the Boardwalk Bullet employees kept saying, "Hey, tell him what you told me. Hey, tell him what you told me. Hey, tell the ride up what you told me. Tell the ride supervisor what you told me." And it was a joke from In the Loop Live where there was that EarthQuest theme park that wants to be that they're trying to build in Houston, and then the Grand Texas Adventure Park that's being built in Houston. And I'm gonna PG it here, but I quoted something from In the Loop, and it was like Keema putting buddies out of business. I said it's a little PG-13. They're like, okay, say it. And so I did, and so I had to say it. I said it like 3 times because this guy said, hey man, tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him.
Well, from there,
we bought 2 bottles of water.
yes.
I wanted to,
Did we buy any ice cream or anything there?
we got ice cream later.
Okay.
And I wanted you to go into Starbucks to just refill my water container. We did see a bunch of birds in the above the water, I think.
Seagulls.
And because JJ is apparently a fan of lighthouses, I didn't know this. I took a picture of a lighthouse.
Yep.
Then after that, it was kind of a maybe if we wanted to go to Six Flags Hurricane Harbor Splash Town in Spring, Texas.
North.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
We headed north.
Yeah. And
oh my god.
what I think you owe Rainforest Cafe an apology.
Why?
Because you said parking there was a nightmare.
Oh god.
I think you owe them an apology because
I'm sorry, Rainforest Cafe.
Splash Town, holy cow!
Yeah.
Did they invite the state population of Arizona to visit the park that day?
All of the preferred parking, which we're supposed to get with membership,
Diamond Elite,
was only handicap when we got there.
But yeah, all of the parking, all of the preferred parking was taken. All of the parking in the parking lot was taken. All of the parking in the second parking lot was taken.
We were given a small map to go to a church parking lot.
Which, it was so far away, you couldn't even see the park from the parking lot.
And I made the stupid quack about, saying, well, let's just walk and not wait, because they had streetcar buses.
They had kind of trolleys that I think I counted 40 to 50 people at a time.
And I'm like, no way they can get that many on there.
Yeah, I counted.
I know you did. So I think the third one we got on, right?
Yeah.
And the only reason we went there is so he could get points and to get Dippin' Dots that we can't get at Great America.
I think Dippin' Dots ended up being the first thing we got because it was just so hot.
Yeah.
It wasn't even worth it to stay.
No. It was so crowded.
Yeah.
There were people
This park
all over
needs
the
a parking garage desperately.
Yeah. I don't think they were expecting that many. Well, we didn't have to pay for parking. Right?
Yeah, we didn't have to pay because it was free.
Yeah.
Or because we have free parking.
So,
and what I found out little ride geekiness is that the trolleys they look like trolleys, they're really more like buses. They were made by Chance Manufacturing of Wichita, Kansas. Because I saw a Chance thing and I was like, oh, cool.
And we were very happy to get the Dippin' Dots because there you could have layered Dippin' Dots.
Mm-hmm.
So I had chocolate and vanilla on top.
I think I had...
So it was about this tall?
Maybe. I had...
5 inches, maybe?
I think I had cookies and cream on the bottom and banana split on top.
It did really cool your mouth down.
And just to show you how warm it was, the Dippin' Dots were melting. Frozen ice cream was melting.
Yeah.
And
Dippin' Dots don't melt very fast.
Were you shocked that they were cold? That's an inside joke.
They were really cold.
Do you get the joke?
Yes, I do. They were really cold.
We also, I met someone, where it's a woman who, she, I don't know what the term is called, or I don't know if I want to say condition.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I don't know what it's called. I don't even know if she said the name, but it's some kind of condition where no matter what, like it had to have been like 100 degrees outside that day,
With
right?
the humidity, yes.
And she was
The
cold,
heat
like
index.
she was freezing. She had a blanket on because her body, I guess, couldn't generate heat. And so I made kind of two comments to her, and
Oh,
she was okay
excuse
with
me.
them. I think I said like, your house must have very low air conditioning costs. And then I also said like, you'd be the only person today that would ask for hot cocoa as a snack. I'm sorry. Um, let's see what else.
So we didn't stay there very long.
Yeah, we just got Dippin' Dots. Then
You
we
got your points.
Yeah, then we took the trolley back to the third parking lot, and we kind of said like, I feel bad for those people that are in the second lot where the trolley didn't stop, so they just had to
Oh, it
walk.
started to make a stop there too.
Oh wow, okay.
They did a separate trolley stop. Well, on our way back, they stopped there. They let people
But
off.
this park desperately needs a parking garage.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know what
They're
else to
not going
say.
to get one.
Yeah, but they need one. Then we got more food at Papa's.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then we slept.
Well, I got everything ready because we had to leave the hotel around 6 for 7 something a.m. flight.
And the hotel was not the
It got
easiest
taken care of.
with
So we
travel.
don't. Everybody was very nice at the hotel.
Well, everyone still at the hotel was very nice.
Yes.
So then we flew back. I didn't notice much turbulence. Of course, I might have been sleeping.
Yeah, you were.
Did you notice much turbulence?
A little bit here and there.
What did we do then? Did we just like
Hmm.
then we just left, and now we're back here.
Yay!
Um,
Looking for our next adventure.
well, we know our next adventure.
Right.
To the zoo.
A zoosman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I have the shirt on.
Yeah, you do.
Ta-da!
So coming up, we're gonna do a review of Amusement Park. But before we do that, we're going to talk about our top 13 each. Each of us are gonna say our top 13 rides we're looking forward in Europe in 2019. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yay, Coaster Kitty.